I'm Francois from Getaway Safaris, and I've been hunting in Africa all my life. Together with my partner Eric and our professional guides, we guide everyday American hunters to hunt the dozens of species that our beautiful dark continent has to offer. This is Getaway to Africa.
Good morning, guys. It's an early morning. It's a bit cooler this morning, so
yes.
We all have jackets on. Just run us through your plans for the day, your list for the day.
Yeah, we got like a ton of rain last night, which y'all feel like is very rare here.
Yes.
So a lot of easy tracking and looking to get a kudu or oryx mainly today. So I think we'll be successful.
I think so too, especially you mentioned it now with the tracks.
Yep.
And we're already on the Oryx track, so
Yep.
let's see what we can do.
And we got lay rod.
Yeah, we do.
Unless I shoot through the brush.
Yeah, if you can go through the grass, it's fine. Just don't need a branch.
That one right there.
Yeah, okay. One of taking himself back in. Ik ben net al gevallen.
You got him?
I think, I don't want to talk too fast, but I think it dropped right.
It did.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I saw what you saw the same thing I
Yeah.
saw.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
What
awesome.
a start to the morning, man. Perfect shot.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well done, bud. That's what I'm
This is one of the main animals I came to kill. This and kudu.
It worked out. You did work hard for this one.
Yeah.
It was, what, 5 days now?
Yeah. 6 days,
6
maybe.
days.
Yeah.
Finally came together. We did work for them again this morning. I think that was quite a walk to get here
Oh, yeah.
through this fixed stuff, and you made an excellent shot with that.
Yep.
That crowd.
Thankful for the rain. Made them easy to track today.
Yeah. Oh,
Very easy.
beautiful.
Yes.
Look how thick those bosses are.
Yeah.
Try and get your fingers around there. We came out with a plan this morning. We knew after a lot of the rain, as we said earlier, we're going to see some tracks, but it was first to find them. So we head out to the area where we know they've been hanging out, which is a couple of miles from here now.
Right.
But I'm going to let you tell the story.
We basically got on them where we've got on them before. And Layrod did a great job putting us on them. And then they started to move pretty quickly. They were onto us, so we had to kind of advance on them a little bit. And yeah, they finally settled down. We gave them some time, and we walked up here, and this bull came across, and it was absolutely awesome. I was here to get a bigger animal. I've killed some smaller animals this week, but man, I couldn't be more excited about this one.
And then I have to add to that, the shooting ability that you had on this one was next to nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the grass was real high, and we had to, you know, kind of put it through the grass, and the 300 PRC, you felt confident in that. Yeah. And we all felt very, very good about the shot, and man, it landed right where we aimed. So Yeah, God gave us a great night of rain, and I think that's one of the main reason we're on this.
That's right. We would have lost him over this 2-3 miles.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So
what a
excited.
superb animal.
Yes.
Well done, man.
The Getaway series is proudly sponsored by Crown Precision Arms.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Beautiful morning. We had rain all night. We thought we weren't going to hunt today. It's opening up a little bit. It looks clear from the south, so I think it's going to open up nicely today. We had lots of rain last night, unprecedented. Fantastic. We're happy about the rain. Makes the hunting conditions easier. I mean, if you look at the tracks on the ground, everything is fresh. Every track that we're going to see now is fresh. It rained until about 5 a.m. We're looking for, what's on your list today?
An Oryx, waterbuck, and maybe a nice Impala ram.
Fantastic. Bart?
The list is so long. You know me, I like to get out here just find the animals that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, fantastic.
Just keep going.
Hit him off there. Take the shot. Good shot, well done. That's awesome. That's about a 90-yard shot. Yeah. So we'll just give it a minute or so. The shot sounded very good.
Did you see the warthog that tried to come out of the hole back there? Yeah, that was cool.
You can hear him crashing the bushes. You can hear him. Did you hear that? That's him. That's him. Look at the blood here. Went straight through this bush here. Well done, well done. You said you felt the shot was a little bit high.
I thought it was a little high.
I think the shot was perfect. It ran probably 80 yards. Let's go and look at him. Okay, he's gone. What a great hunt. If you look at these horns here, there's a considerable difference in the two horns. It looks like there's some damage at the top of that left-hand horn. Probably broke it off bluntly and then worked it off again. And once you shot it, there was some very good blood very quickly. Looking at the bubbles coming out of there, obviously a lung shot.
Yeah.
And you felt the shot was high, but let me tell you, that's an absolute perfect shot. We finally got your Oryx.
Yes.
And I thought you probably had this idea in your head that it was not going to happen on this trip.
The Oryx have been a little elusive this trip, and we got off the truck looking for looking at a nice group of Impalas and stalked them a pretty good ways, and we looked over in the trees and got to just pointed him out standing underneath the trees and got a shot on him. I thought it was a little high. I still think it's a little high, but it's a good, obviously good, long shot. And the horns are very interesting. It looks like he broke one off and worked it back out. And this side's obviously beautiful. It's hard to always tell exactly when they're standing in the trees and they're eating, right. And you don't have long to take the shot, so you got to get it done.
This is a fantastic trophy bull. I still think it's a perfect shot. Got double lung, and actually we just checked the bullet sitting on the other side right on the skin.
Right.
So once again, the 7mm just does the trick.
Yeah, the Crown Precision guns have just performed great.
We got a great trophy. Congratulations.
Thank you
again.
Thank you very much. This is awesome.
All right, guys, so we're just here to do a quick gun discussion. These guys came out here to Africa. They brought over the Crown Precision rifles, the bolt action rifles. They are a well-known company with ARs, and they recently started building this bolt action rifles. First time ever that I experienced these rifles, and we have Sean and Keith over here who hunted with these rifles this week, and they're just gonna extend on what happened and explain what happened to some of the animals, some of the shots, what calibers they used for which animals. I think it's very important.
Yeah, so we, when they got these guns produced, we took them to the range and got them sighted in, and I think everybody's expectations were just pretty much blown away by the accuracy, the precision on these rifles. It's important hunting. You want to take an ethical shot. And you want the rifle to perform as well. So obviously Crown has done a great job with these rifles, and Hornady as well, with being bullet manufacturers. And we brought the 7 PRC, the 6.5 PRC, the 375 H&H, and I think we all got to shoot pretty much every caliber, depending on which animal we were hunting.
And the 300
and the 300 PRC. I'm sorry, yes. Keith and I both killed an Oryx today, and we recovered both bullets out of each gun. And I shot the 7mm PRC, and we recovered this on the skin on the exit side of the animal, and Keith as well.
Yep.
And
shot
just
the 300 PRC.
They performed ridiculously well.
I agree.
Can't ask for anything more. When the bullet hits where you're aiming, that's a very important factor. So on the 7mm PRC, we were shooting the 175 grain ELDX, and on the 300 PRC, we were shooting a 212 grain ELDX. I used the 375 H&H on the kudu, and the ballistics, it was incredible. That animal went maybe 10 yards, crashed over everything in front of him, looked like he drove a skid steer through there and just mowed everything down. So as far as the recovery of the animal, it was phenomenal. Bullets performed great, rifles performed great, just couldn't ask really for anything more.
Yeah, and the 7 PRC as well. This is the first time I've ever shot it, which is a brand new caliber. But Crown Precision 7mm PRC, we actually, at the range, we were getting right around a quarter to .33 MOA, which just made it so accurate. In fact, we took one shot at 677 yards on a springbuck.
Yeah, Keith killed a springbuck at 677. And
one shot, one kill, and probably went 60 yards. And
yes,
yeah, it was unbelievable.
Just unbelievable. That shooting something at distance like that, especially on an animal the size of a springbuck, it's not a kudu.
Yep.
It's a very small target. Maybe what is a springbuck? A 60 or 70 pound animal.
Yeah, that's not even.
yeah, there's not a lot out there, and Keith made a great shot, and it's confidence. It's when you're shooting something that shoots like these guns do, the confidence and being able to take an animal at that distance is what you really need.
I agree. And what I want to add about his rifles, which I came to notice over this past couple of days, is the weight of the rifle, even with the scope mounted to it. I think the lightweight rifle is incredible.
Yep.
And again, back in the older days, we had big chassis and bull barrels and stuff like that for accuracy.
Yep.
But now you have this carbon fiber barrels with this lightweight stock, which make the rifle easier to carry because we've been walking.
We carried them all over the place.
We've walked a lot of miles.
Yeah, and we had suppressors on them as well,
Yeah.
so which adds a little bit of weight as well. But they were fine to carry and very lightweight for what you get in the gun.
I agree. And like you said, you still have that accuracy,
Yes.
which is awesome.
Yeah. They performed well beyond my expectations.
Yes.
The Getaway series is proudly sponsored by Crown Precision Arms.
First of all, I want to say what a great pleasure to hunt with you.
Oh yeah.
Believe it or not, we see a lot of hunters every year, and everyone is not always an excellent shot. I mean, everyone can shoot. I myself won't say I'm an excellent shot, but I can give you that compliment that
Thank you.
I haven't seen shooting like that in a long time.
Wow.
Made a
Big
couple
compliment.
of great shots, especially today.
Man, it was great. This is beyond my expectations for Africa. Just the hospitality, the rooms, food, people, everything was just amazing.
What was your experience the way that we hunt?
It's completely different than the way we hunt in the States. I've sat in box blinds for days, and you get a picture of something on camera and a good whitetail or something, and you're waiting for that moment, and that's a great experience because you're sitting there with one of your best friends or whatever, and you bond during that time.
Yeah, for sure.
The hunt here is completely different. You got to work. you have to put in the effort, and it is an effort, but that makes it that much more rewarding.
You hunted a couple of animals which I personally like as well. That first day we got very lucky with the warthog,
Yes.
seeing that the grass is a bit tall still, it's early in the season. But why did you choose the specific animals that you hunted?
Yeah, I actually did a lot of research on the animals. Of course, I'd known about the zebras and everything else, but the Oryx was one that I had always known about as well. And my dad had actually killed a lechwe, so I already have that hanging in my house.
Nice.
And he passed about 4 years ago, so it's kind of sentimental. I'm gonna probably take these and put those with his, and it'll kind of add to my collection.
Something that struck me about you this week is you never got anxious, you never got stressed out. We walked up to these animals, some of them were a little bit closer than, you walk around the bush and there's this Oryx, right there.
Yeah, we're actually looking for impalas on that hunt. We were tracking an impala and the Oryx just appeared. And
60 yards from us.
Yeah, we changed our minds pretty quick. I think the average hunter is not going to have a problem here. When I was reading before I came, even on your website, where it's like, start a fitness program. Practice with the sticks.
Yeah.
Practice with the sticks, I think, is very important before you come. Number one. And it's not something you need to do for months. It's something you could, spend a weekend or two shooting off of the sticks, because it's definitely different if you've never done it. Like we're talking to Keith, all the elk hunting he's done, where you're stalking the animal and all this, and the noise is important. They're used to other elk being around and making all kinds of noise, and you got to be super quiet, super stealthy. Checking your wind, making sure everything's right, and it's an effort, but it definitely pays off.
I mean, as far as the accommodations, It's 5-star. I mean, I didn't have any clue. Last time I came to Africa, it was actually to Kenya and Nairobi, and it's very much different from this place. I think I lost about 10 or 15 pounds, which I probably could have stand to lose this trip as well, but I think I gained about 5 or 10 pounds.
I felt like I've known you my whole life now, after knowing you for the last.
And vice versa.
Yeah, and you know, next time I see you at Dallas Safari or whatever, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna feel like, you know, I've known you for 20 years.
4 years, for sure.
And it's just been one of the greatest experiences of my life.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Chasing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.